What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of the NASCAR 21 career mode. It's been rough to start. We wrecked out of the first two. We wrecked out of the first race, didn't get the second one. Ended up last at the road course, but we're running straight on, head on into the Dixie Vodka 400. Let me just go take a look at my settings. I got the new Xbox X. Let's actually back out here and take a look here, see what we got. Volume, well, audio is right there. Let's turn some of this down. Okay, I think we got that better. And here we go. We're going to jump right into it.
Welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway. I'm Alex Hayden, and in 2003, Homestead saw a repave that took the banking from a flat 6 degrees to a computer-designed progressive concept of 18 to 20 degree variable banking.
Just checking the audio on the stream there. All right.
And continues to impress. At first look, Homestead,
and we're going to skip this part from Alex Hayden, or most of this, I guess. Hey, we got a new paint scheme on the car. Looks like it's going to be our Slim Jim. Let's run a lap or two of practice. This has been a minute since I picked this up. Here we go. And this is a pretty cool looking car. Let me get this zoomed out. Yeah, look at this. This is pretty sick. Whoop. Yep, as you guys know, we've had a bit of a rough running so far. So we're just going to get a couple laps down, see if we can't improve on some times. And the biggest issue I'm having right now is the fact that my car wants to slide out on me. Homestead was one of my favorite tracks, and we're sliding, saving. There we go. And I'm worried about that right there. I'm really worried about that. It's a little tough with a wheel, I won't lie. And I think we need to go back before we qualify and move the game volume up maybe a little bit, because I can't hear the engine or anything on my stream. But we'll see. We'll see what's up. I think we turned the master and volume down just a little too much. Alright, we're going to put it in pit road here. I don't think we'll have to pit, because I'm only running 15% races, so I don't think that means we're going to have to pit. And look at that slide. There we go, we're back. Alrighty, look at the crew chief. I think we can end the session with that. Yeah. So my little Twitch bar is covering up the menu here. Let's see what we can do. Let's go back to options, audio, turn that up. And I do want the voiceover to be a little bit louder, so we'll see if that helps. So we did our practice already, so we're going to go ahead and sim practice and hop right into qualification. Now, it sounds better in my headset. Hopefully it'll sound better on stream.
We're here at Homestead Miami Speedway to set the field for this weekend's Dixie Vodka 400. I'm Alex Hayden, and it's a beautiful day here in Homestead, Florida. This 1.5-mile track presents options to drivers on race day, but today it's all about who can put the fastest lap down. They'll be chasing a qualifying record time of 29.795 seconds. With the shape of this track,
and let's see how we do. Let's just hop right into it. Our Slim Jim's Chevy Camaro. Sounds better in my headset. I hope it's not too loud, because I won't be able to switch it after qualifying. Now I'm just going to try to lay down a quick lap here. Gonna try to keep it off the wall, keep the car safe, comfortable. Don't want any issues heading into the race. Don't want to have to switch to a backup car. There we go. Where do we qualify? Dang, look at that. Sonic McShy guy at the front of the field. I'm liking that. I like the look of that. Let's go ahead and just head into it. You know what? It's been a while since we've done this.
Alex Hayden here
So
to bring
we'll
you all the action for today's
watch the whole
race at
deal.
Homestead Miami Speedway. This track has gone through different changes over the years, originally starting as a low bank surface when it was introduced, then reconfigured to the current high, progressively banked oval we race at today. Will we see a new face add their name to the trophy, or will we see a repeat winner?
Now, I don't think we're fast enough to win, unfortunately. But that's a cool trophy that I have a goal of obtaining later in the series. That's Joey Gase, I believe.
The cars are gridded. The drivers are ready.
Look
and
at
the
that.
fans
We're
are
starting
excited
yellow
for
and
the
yellow.
command.
Front
Let's
row.
go trackside.
Sonic McShy guy and Joey Logano. They did the burnouts at the strip, I think is what they called it, this past weekend, and it was really heartwarming because they let Brad Keselowski drive the 2 and do the burnout in the 2. Uh-oh. A little free. I think I'm going to try to move to the outside as quick as possible. Or at least run a diamond. Looks like we've got Christopher Bell. I think he's in the DeWalt car. Coming up on our... Whoop, in the wall. Get it out. Lay off. Logano's going to go by. Wow, he took the air out of my car. He came right up. Oh, we're getting pushed. We're wrecking. You know what? I said we wouldn't do this, but we got to have a clean start here. It's early. Lap 2. You got to love it. Got to get a road race somewhere in on our career mode, right?
Get ready. We're coming to
Let's see
green.
what we can do here. And it really wants to spin the tires here at the beginning. You know what? I'll try to keep the inside line going around this time. I just don't want to be too far down inside. The problem with that is with my wheel, it opens up a lot. Which is all fine and dandy, but the problem being is that if I touch that apron, my car is going to slide. And a lot of times getting back on the accelerator, I tend to bottom out and start spinning anyway. Pedals are really sensitive, but we're already... Dang, maybe we shouldn't have restarted, giving ourselves a little bit of a challenge. I know our tires are going to fade. Probably about halfway to 3/4 through the race. But that doesn't mean we can have fun up front. So this was a, if I remember correctly from this season, I'll give us a different camera angle for a little while. I believe this was a non-chartered, non-guaranteed car, so you had to qualify in every time. Which is why the 37 is no longer running. And what's interesting is the fact that Ryan Preece still hasn't signed a contract. I was honestly looking for him or Matt DiBenedetto to take the 38 this year. But instead, I can't remember who's taking the 38, but neither of them got picked. Either of them. We got Christopher Bell trying to hunt us down from behind. That's fine. We're just going to run our race, run where we're comfortable. We know we don't have the best car out here.
One left.
Almost
Got
tickling
one
the
left.
wall there.
Still there.
It looks like Bell's going to take the lead here in a second, coming out of...
3 wide. You're up top. All right. Right there. You can see him. Go get him. All right.
Not trying to wreck
Right
Harvick
there.
here, but we are trying to
Go
keep
get
a
him.
decent
Got
position.
speed. Now get after him. One left. 3 wide. You're up top. Clear all
There
around.
we go.
Stay right. Stay right. Still there. All clear.
Oh, we drove that in too hot.
Inside, you're 3 wide.
Now we're 3 wide. I hate these.
Keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. We're going backwards. Crew chief's trying to tell me to go
3
forward.
wide. 2 down there.
McDowell coming with a little cheeky block
2
there.
inside, you're 3 wide. 3 wide, 2 down there.
Ooh. Car is tight. I don't know how to fix that. I've seen other YouTubers who have had issues with their car, even on the loosest setting, being too tight.
1 left, 3 wide.
I don't know if I want to put up with 40 laps of this kind of pack racing, though.
3 wide, you're up top.
Here's Bowman. Get out of my eye. See, normally I like my car tighter. I can get a better run out of the corner, but
Got 1 left.
guess not.
Low. Still next to you.
Just looking for a decent finish. I got to prove to JTG Doherty Racing that I can really push it to the limit
Clear all around.
and get us some good finishes this year. Especially in such a such a good paint scheme. Greg Keselowski. That is the most terrifying thing. Oh, in the wall a little bit.
3 wide, 2 down there. 1
Okay,
left.
that's fine.
Clear all around.
We're still on track here. We're still on track. We're gonna start. There's our teammate, Ricky Spinhouse. Cruise through. Bubba Wallace looking good. We'll have to take a look at our reputation after this. We're sitting in the top 20 right now. I'd love a top 20 finish. My arms are already starting to hurt though. Went rock climbing earlier this week. I don't do a whole lot of heavy physical activity to begin with nowadays, since I stopped playing sports right out of high school, but it was brutal. It was fun while it lasted, but I couldn't lift my arms up when I got home. And then I haven't been feeling good today, so that doesn't help either. I'm trying to push these episodes out as best as possible. I might be able to get 2 done today. Kind of hoping for 2. My car's starting to bottom out right there, coming out of 4, which is usually a spot where it spins. Even from, don't run him up the track. Save it, Ricky. That's a teammate right there. We don't want to damage the reputation with this team at all. And see, that's where, like, I was hoping, you know, like I said, I bought the Legend Edition, so it's imported everything from that. But I was kind of hoping to have a part-time ride to begin with. It would have been a lot more interesting. Maybe step into a full-time ride somewhere. Maybe stay with the same team. Stenhouse retires. I get the 47 or something. I don't know. But I know this car was only available from the other YouTubers I've seen. Let's get a pass here on our teammate. This is what I don't like, the pack racing right here, because they just don't want to go forward. But I know this car was like get either 9 races, 12 races, 19 races, something like that. It definitely wasn't a full season, which that would have been fun. Would have been terrible for our reputation with how we've been racing recently, though, at the beginning of this season. Give Stenhouse a little push there. That was a little bit more than a push. That was just a shot to the back. But, you know, it is what it is. And now I'm feeling like we're in the JTG car, because I can't make up any ground except for on my teammate through this corner. They get a better run coming off. No, it was really cool to watch those cars burn it down in Vegas one last time for the Gen 6. Now that we're moving into okay. I immediately got off the accelerator there. Yeah, it was kind of nice to see them drive off in style. And I know Brad drove the 2. They let him burn the 2 down one last time with his teammates. They probably had the coolest burnout of anybody. They did a 3-way burnout, which was awesome. I loved seeing that. So, kind of a cheesy, cute moment, you know what I mean? Alright, gotta keep it out of the apron, otherwise we're not gonna make up any time. Granted, I think 18th is an amazing spot for this car to be in. And you know what? I'll take anything I can get after getting dead last in those first couple races. Daytona did not go well. We wrecked out. And then I think we were involved in a couple of wrecks, if I remember correctly. And then Daytona road course, we actually ended up losing big time. I think we got lapped too, if anybody remembers. I'll have to go back and look. But we did finish dead last with that. So we're starting this season out with a hot, like, 2 points. So if this was golf rules, we'd be doing way better than everybody else, but we ain't looking at it as golf rules now, are we? We're trying to make the playoffs. I don't know if it's going to happen this year, though. And with the Xbox S, I'm looking at the stream footage that I have, and it's looking pretty clean, honestly. It's not as grainy as it usually is. Maybe it's just because I have less on the Xbox. I have to get a new hard drive for it. But I don't know. But we'll see. I'll see what's up at the end of the year. Which obviously we got quite a few races to go before that happens, but it is what it is. I'm going to try to pump these out a little bit more. It's been about 2 weeks since my first 2 episodes. Maybe I like this camera angle better for these 1.5 miles. I've been able to react a little bit better. Lets me see where everybody is. They need a rear view camera or a better tracking for the back side of the car. Alright, here I think we can make up a couple of spots. I don't know what lane I want to take. Mr. Eric Jones. No, that's Ricky. I thought it was Jones. And it looks like Eric is going to still be involved with the Richard Petty team after it came out that they sold the majority of their assets to GMS. So they're now, I guess, in partnership with the 94. 2 charters were involved in that, so they now have a permanent charter for the 94, and they still have the 43. If it still stays the 43, I think it will, because, you know, the person, the name who's going to bring in the money isn't their owner, because guess what? I saw that podcast from Out of the Groove minutes ago before I started this, and I can't remember the owner's name. But everybody knows Richard Petty, so he's going to be the name. He's going to bring in the revenue, so I bet you they keep the 43. And honestly, I do think that they'll keep the same font, too. There's been a couple of mock-ups already of the GMS style font. And that's just, it's honestly, for the 94 it looks good. For the 43 it's kind of an eyesore, so I hope they don't change anything about that. Keep the Richard Petty font. I mean, it's timeless. We've had that font since Richard Petty drove in it, and I don't think it should change. But we'll see what happens. I think with these next-gen cars, we might see some extra winners. I do think Eric Jones could come out with a win. I do think Tyler Reddick is going to win this year. You know, we're a couple months away from Daytona. It's in February, but we'll have to see. I think we're making ground on the leaders here. 2.7, 2.8, so they're gaining on me in the corner, but then I come into the corner and I cut down that time a little bit. So we're making up a couple tenths of a second here and there. And we're in no form of danger right now. The other pack's kind of way back there, so all we have to count on is not making a mistake, running our race, and we might be able to snag a top 15. I'd love a top 15 before we head into the next track. I don't even remember. I think it's Atlanta, which would be nice. I'd love to try to get a win out there. And Reddick and Byron are behind me. Those two were the 2 fastest cars this past year at Homestead. Busher was good too. Those are the only guys in that group that I'm really concerned about. I can hold off Matt DiBenedetto. If I can catch these guys ahead of me, maybe I'd do a little bit better, but I don't know if I will. It feels like my car is fading and those guys up there are getting faster. Got a big pack up there. I'd expect to be able to catch them, but guess not. But you know, a 16th place finish, points paying race, I mean, it's nice. We're going to have some disgusting races this year. I know I have not even raced every track out there. I know I haven't. Like Bristol is probably going to be rough. Martinsville is going to be rough. Road courses, aside from Watkins, are probably going to be rough. Sonoma, I've raced that a couple times, and it feels a lot better than Heat 5, so I don't know, but I've got to get better at the road course racing if I expect to be competitive this year. What do we got behind us? They're gaining on me. We might get into a situation where we have to let them go. That was probably the best corner I've had all night. We put a 1/10 of a second on Byron. You go in real high, cut low. Not like that though. And see, I don't know, the idea is that you won't have to lift with the package they're running, but I'm having to lift. But I really do. I think I'm one of the, you know, there's still a couple of touch-ups. I want a rear view mirror. Private lobbies are said to be coming for online. But other than that, man, I mean, stages need to get thrown in. Maybe touch up the cautions just a little bit better. You know, if somebody wrecks and they're in the way, they need to just throw the caution instead of having them run and wait for 3 or 4 more cars to wreck. And even then, sometimes it doesn't do it. It waits for a bunch more. So, well, now we're gaining and putting time on the cars in front of us. So I think it's just the car performance going back and forth. My goal right now is a top 15. We're within striking distance. We got 12 to go. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the top 20. If we can't get top 15, we'll catch a top 20, and I'll be happy with that. I would also like to see, for anybody who's been around since my NASCAR Heat 3 career mode, well, not career, but I did a season mode, like a championship mode. I would love to see that, because then I could run career on my own time and run season mode on YouTube, or multiple career mode saves. I don't know, but I feel like it's kind of unfair to be locked into just 2 different kinds of game modes. Alright, 10 laps to go. I think we can get a couple extra positions. I think we can. We're putting some major time on the guys in front of us now. We're faster in there in the corner. I think their tires are wearing, and we lifting more often have saved time going into the turns, so we shall see. I've driven just about every groove there is at this track during this race. I think we can catch Bubba and Kurt up there. I don't think we're going to gain more than 1 or 2 spots by the end of this, but we'll see what happens. And I do like the fact that you have scheduled paint schemes now. You know, I'm not going to argue with, you know, having extra paint schemes as long as you get different paint schemes at some point. You know, it'd be cool to have a wheel where you can choose what paint scheme for the weekend, or if there's a feature where you can try to convince certain sponsors to do it. And I would honestly love a career mode where part of the challenge is getting sponsorship. You know, like if I'm here in the 37 and I've got some people wanting, you know, if I'm missing sponsorship for, you know, Coke Zero 600 or whatever at Charlotte, you know, I can talk to Slim Jim or Cottonelle and be like, look, I need a sponsor for an extra race. Can you sponsor me? And maybe your accolades have to be better or something. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. A lot of configuring. 6 to go. Can we get one of them? Can we get Kurt? We're a second back, and I think we can start catching the draft in a lap or two. Pretty uneventful, actually, here at Homestead today. Look at that deep dive to the bottom. Jeez, it's hard to paddle back if you go down. I mean, we got into some situations at the beginning of the race, but, you know, to get those 2 extra positions when I was expecting to not be able to paddle back on Stenhouse. You know, it looks like Stenhouse is kind of just falling back. Kyle Busch running in 17th now. Pulled off the pass on Byron. And now these guys ahead of me are gaining again. So that might be it for us. We might have to be happy with a 16th place finish. And you know, after finishing dead last both races, I'm actually very happy with that. I'm not going to argue whatsoever. Actually 3 to go, and we're catching this pack now. I'm seeing a little bit of a draft effect coming from McDowell's car way up there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we trying. Come on, let's catch him. Let's catch him. 2 to go. We're within a second. We can catch a couple guys. Oh, we're definitely catching them now. Here we come. Oh, it might get messy at the end here. The way these AI drive. Oh no. In the wall. That actually may have helped us.
Give me one more good one here.
Alright, it shook off my my car is off a little bit to the right, so we gotta be careful. Can we get a top 15? Come on, baby. Get me to Kurt. Ooh, it's feeling iffy. It's feeling iffy. Nah, we're not going to get it. Something's wrong with the alignment. Yep. Let's just baby it back. 16th. We're happy with that. I tried to video game it. Be Kyle Larson there. Dang. That's fine. Let's take a look at the standings. Who won this one? Denny Hamlin. All right. Who did anybody wreck out? No. We got a couple guys who are lapped down already, I guess. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We were one of the faster ones out there, so that's pretty nice. You know, Went down by a second about, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. Let's go back. We're gonna end the race weekend. Take a look at our reputation. We've now moved up to 35th in the standings, so we're looking okay on that front. Got good points payout there, and we're looking to move up in the world. So who's up top? Austin Dillon. What? He's had 3 starts, 1 win, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, so he got another top 10 somewhere. Led 11 laps, 5 playoff points, which means he got a stage win somewhere, and a DNF. So he wrecked out of something. I don't know which one he won, though. Excuse me. Yawning. That's fine. But you know what? I'm happy. We even outpaced our teammate, it looks like, in the last race, but he is still sitting up in 16th. So he's the last driver currently in the playoffs. But let's take a look at our reputation, see what the breakdown is. Beard Motorsports, Roush Fenway Racing, and Gaunt Brothers like us more now, which is fine. Who's dead last at the bottom here? Well, our team is Chip Ganasty, Front Row, Hendrick, Joe Gibbs, and Trackhouse. Dang. So it looks like in the running right now for next year, if JTG doesn't like us enough to bring us back, I'm thinking, I think we can pull off a ride. I'm thinking it's going to be Roush Fenway or Richard Petty Motorsports. I don't think RCR would offer me the 3. I think they would try to offer me the 8, and Tyler Reddick, in my opinion, is too good to take his ride. But anyway, up next, no, we're at Vegas, the Vegas 400, Pennzoil, Las Vegas 400. So let's see what we got here. I just kind of want to look. Wish there was a way to tell what we got in terms of. Where did we lead 3 laps? Oh, that must have been just now. 1 DNF. I'm lucky I didn't DNF out of the other one. Legacy leaderboard. Let's go there. Kevin Harvick's number 1 currently. I have 5 legacy. That's terrible. Who am I up against here? Looks like Austin Cindric, Ryan Sieg, Matt Tift, Justin Allgaier, Priest, who's a free agent, and Annette's a free agent. Landon Castle's a free agent. Bill Elliott. So, let's start making predictions. Who's going to retire at the end of the year? I think we'll see Kevin Harvick retire. And maybe Brian Newman. And we'll see... Oh, screw it. Haley Deegan take the 4. And then maybe I will take the 6. Don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And with that, I want to thank you guys for joining us for this episode. And we'll see you guys in the next one.